What I'm showing you here are the paperwork behind my charity activities. And here you can see I got folders for each project. All the receipts are in there on the file for each project again, and the allocated budget for each project and how much is spent. So I have completed and documented project 1, which is the pump boat of Luis, and that's Gloria, you can see that, and that's Lalang. And like project number 2, this is the pedicab for Dudong. You can see there that I just need to deliver this to Bantayan Island, but I never had get around to go there yet. And project number 3 is for Melchor, family with no possessions, but someone suggested to me that to upgrade this to a habal-habal, or the motorcycle tricycle, but never get around to come back to me yet. But it remains a pedicab as of the moment. And this is Albin, the couple under the mango tree, and I'm waiting for the chicken co-op to be delivered so I could buy the chickens and the feeds. And here you got Cardo for Mualbual and Tony and Imak. So you can see that Tony and Imak, as requested by the contributor, can be given 1 pedicab each, 1 that Tony can use and 1 that they can rent out. And both Cardo and the Project 8 and 9 and Project 7, which is Cardo, they will have building works. We will be buying materials for him to finish his house. And for Tony and Imac, we will be building them a toilet. Again, as requested by the contributor. So all of this, Project 2, Project 3, Project 5, Albin, Cardo, and Tony and Imac are fully funded. Now, the latest one I have is Tammy, the Filipino Mother Sacrifice video. And you can see that I increased the budget to 75,000 because, as requested by most contributors, they want to build her a small concrete house so the wheelchair and the sewing machine can be of use. Is really struggling to provide for herself and her daughter. So this is now what we see. This is Christine. Hello, Chris. Christine.
Inday, tanaw Inday.
Hello, ga.
Tanaw, ma'am.
Christine is now 24 years old. You can see that this is the position either she goes that she's been used to by the parents, but this is the place that she lives. And I was asking about, I feel emotional, If there's a way that her position is just this or facing up, and if there's a way that we can help her sit down. She said the DSWD has been here, another charity has been here, and they said, oh, your house is too bad for a wheelchair, so they cannot help. So, as of the moment, I only have 50% of this being funded because we also agreed that we will be providing the daughter a special wheelchair that reclines and with a commode and some educational toys for her, like a child's tablet, and she likes drawing and writing, so we will be providing her that one and also the special wheelchair. So I increased the budget from 60,000 to 75,000 to cover all the little bits that's not foreseen as of the moment, but this is now 50% funded. So you can see here, that's Project 11. That is a pedicab because I have an extra one, but I'm waiting for a recipient for that. And all the administration expense so far, all the licensing permits that already occurred we already secured that, amounts to 12,999.12. So each folder will have the documents required by the DSWD, the BIR, and the SEC. So I'll make it easier for myself. I'll have it in projects, and all the recordings will be on the actual folder itself. So whenever I make a report for each department, I will just open the paperwork that I'll have to include and print out for each project folder. So in a way, as you can see, you will also be bombarded with all the paperwork. So I want to make my own system that it will be easier for me, coinciding with the account system that I have set up for the charity. So you have to remember, I'm the only one working much on this charity activity that I have, and I want to make sure that before I start Project 11, I will be finished with most of this. Because I said not all, because Cardo here and Tony and Imac need some building work, so it's not an overnight. I'll be buying materials and arrange for the builder, or I think Cardo will do it himself. But Tony and Imac will have to have a builder because they don't know building works. And also with Tammy, so the three of this will take a few days or even months, like Mom Tammy here, because I will be building her a small house with concrete floor because her old house is not viable anymore. But at least the tree, which is Dodong, I have to go to Bantayan for this. Melchor will soon be when the pedicab will be there. And then Alvin will just waiting for this one for the co-op, chicken co-op. Then I'll provide the chicken and the feeds. And basically, I'm just left with 3. Then I'll continue on to find another deserving recipients. So this is the paperwork and documentation that is required of me from the 3 agencies, SEC, DSWD, and the BIR for the charity activities I'm doing. So you can see, I'm not only bombarded with all this paperwork, I'm also bombarded with answering all the comments from these haters. But, I have now decided to ignore them, only as if they decently answer them, if they decently ask the questions. But if it is attacking, just ignore and delete.